Welcome everybody to a look at the 7th film in the Shawscope Volume 4 box set from Arrow Video, and it is 1981's Bewitched. So, yeah, this is once again directed by Kuei Chih-Hung, who also did Hex. Apparently the thumbnail for that video was apparently too rude for YouTube's censors, so I had to zoom in that, so that's why if you saw that change, that's why that happened. So once again, a horror film just like Hex, and it clocks in at 108 minutes long. Stars Melvin Wong Gam-Sam, who was also in likes of Righting Wrongs, An Eye for an Eye, and Lady Reporter. Certainly someone who's definitely been in more, action films than action films than. Oh, sorry, something fell over then. Certainly someone that's been in more action films than horror films, but unfortunately he's the only one in the leading roles that I've seen in anything significant, so that's a little bit of a shame. So yeah, but while possessed by an evil spirit, a man murders his daughter. A police detective investigating the case also becomes possessed. A good monk then helps fight the evil spirit. So this is unfortunately nowhere near as good as Hex, as unlike that film, it isn't the ending that is a problem with this effort, but instead of that, it's a large proportion of the rest of the plot that certainly is. The pacing is rather poor. The use of real animals for some of the rituals is disgusting and unnecessary. As I've always said, if it's cheaper for a film production to do something for real than fake it, they'll always go for the real option. That's why in old 40s and 50s films, skeletons in those films would typically be real ones, just because whether or not they could make them or not was probably unrealistic, but also far cheaper just to find a skeleton. But yeah, it's not just those elements either, though. It's also a distinct lack of characterization. It is far too long while also having plenty of filler. There's a lot of shots in this in Thailand that does feel like tourism shots, like they're trying to sell going to Thailand on a tourist expedition or whatever. There's also not the issue that it has no subtitles for the scenes that are spoken in Thai, which makes those scenes really rather engaging. They're not heavy scenes in terms of the plot, but they are scenes involving the rituals and such, and it'd be nice to know what they are actually saying while these rituals are taking place, but unfortunately, for the most part, you don't know what is going on in that regard. That said, the cast is good. The initial police procedural element is engaging. There are some fun practical effects. There is some decent atmosphere. It is well shot, and it has its engaging moments. But just like the first Black Magic film, this is only going to get a 2.5 out of 5. So yeah, bit of a shame. I thought we were on a bit of a a ride upwards really, with Black Magic Part 2 being better than the first film, and then obviously Hex being a fairly solid one overall outside of that ending. But yeah, this unfortunately goes right back down in terms of quality, which is a great deal of a shame. But yeah, we do have a brand new 2K restoration of the film from the original negative, which once again looks good. Newly restored Cantonese and Mandarin mono audio, newly translated subtitles, and there is a commentary from James Mudge. There wasn't actually any extras on the previous film, so yeah, which is a little bit of a surprise, considering that is comfortably the better of the two films. So yeah, hopefully the next two films from the same director pick up, because if not, then we're going to be in for a bit of a poor next two films to watch. So yeah, the next two will be Hex versus Witchcraft and Hex After Hex. Hopefully, because it is actually returning to the Hex name, that the quality returns. But who knows, given how yeah, underwhelming this 7th film has been. So yeah, but nonetheless, thank you for watching. If you have seen Bewitched before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.